Wait, what if the guy who called 911 to say he found his wife and son dead was the one who killed them? That's not a spoiler. That's real life.
Imagine old money power, a legal empire, and a family that ruled South Carolina's Low Country for generations. That was the Murdaughs. Alex Murdaugh, scion of that dynasty, was a big deal. A respected lawyer, a name people whispered with respect.
In 2025, Hulu dropped an 8-episode limited series called Murdaugh, Death in the Family. It's based on real events, but heads up, guys, it's not a documentary. It's just Maria's backlick. There's story truth and real truth tangled up.
Here's where it gets juicy. The Hulu show does not stick 100% to the real-life timeline. Gloria Satterfield, the Murdaugh housekeeper, is brought into scenes later than she actually left in real life. The show dramatizes her relationship with Paul, even suggesting Alex leaned on her to carry luggage despite her back problems. But there's no solid evidence for that. A big payout in the show, millions of dollars, but the real number in court documents was different. A Bahamas vacation appears after Paul's crash in the series. In reality, that trip happened before the crash. The creators call what they're doing truth and emotional truth. They want to make you feel what could have happened, even if every detail isn't in public records.
In real life, after a huge, messy investigation, Alex Murdaugh was on trial for the murders. In March 2023, a jury found him guilty. He's now locked up for life, and he later pleaded guilty to dozens of financial crimes. The series leans into this. In the finale, we see Alex in his jail cell replaying memories. There's a haunting flashback that suggests he held the gun. But, surprise, there's no official proof the flashback is exactly real. The Murdaugh name came with massive influence. For decades, they held power in the legal system.
But under the surface, there was a massive fraud scheme. Alex allegedly embezzled millions from clients, from his own insurance settlement, even from the estate of Satterfield, the housekeeper. He had addiction problems, too. Some say the murders were a twisted way to hide those financial secrets, distract everyone with tragedy while the money mess sprawled behind the scenes.
Alex's legal team is not thrilled with how Hulu told this story. They slammed the show as misleading and claimed it distorts his relationships with Maggie and Paul. They argued the producers never reached out to them or to his family to get their side. In short, is the Hulu version a gripping true crime tale or a sensationalized drama built for TV? Probably a little of both. Here's why people can't stop talking about it. Power plus privilege, a family with deep roots, huge influence, and a reputation to protect. Crazy secrets, fraud, addiction, shady deals, all mixed with genuine tragedy. Murder while legacy crumbles. The idea that the killer is also the heir is wild. Emotionally raw storytelling. The show leans into how people felt, not just what happened.
So, why did Alex allegedly do it? Some experts argue it was calculated. A man drowning in debt and addiction, facing lawsuits, scandal, and a collapsing empire. Perhaps in his mind, ending the family through violence would preserve his power, or at least distract from his crimes. But with so much dramatization, we're left asking, how much do we really know?
Here's the deal. Hulu's Murdaugh, Death in the Family shines a spotlight on a real-life scandal so twisted it feels like fiction. But every scene isn't a fact. It's a version of the story, told with flair, tension, and heartbreak. So, did Alex Murdaugh pull the trigger to hide his fraud? Or was he a tragic man who snapped under pressure? If you want to dig deeper, hit subscribe. Tomorrow, we'll break down if we're spun with the real-life cases behind the hits, true crime, power, and how money changes everything.